Hey guys, it is Worldwide Nevi here. Today I want to make a video of things to do in Santo Domingo, Dominican Republic. Um, these are some of the things that I have done while I've gone to Dominican Republic. These are some of the things that I've enjoyed in Santo Domingo, and I want to share a lot of these places with you. Some of these places are well known, and some of these places, are underrated or more low key. Personally, for me, I'm like more of the local vibes and get a more authentic vibe. And yeah, I just want to showcase and highlight some of these areas, some of these places, some of these venues. And yeah, without further ado, let's get started in this video. So the first place we're going to mention about Santo Domingo in terms of things to do in Santo Domingo is Zona Colonial. Zona Colonial hosts a bunch of different landmarks and historical sites, and it's filled with a bunch of culture and tourism in terms of seeing museums, cafes, galleries, restaurants, and also has a bunch of bars and clubs you can enjoy and have a great time in Zona Colonial. Now, when you get to Zona Colonial, especially the first time, you probably would want to go to Parque Columbus. Parque Columbus is the center of Zona Colonial. It has the statue of Christopher Columbus, and you'll find like a lot of families, couples, also a bunch of single people who go there to enjoy the scenery. And it's a place everyone goes together and chills out and spends the day, and goes there at night to enjoy the nightlife as well. It's very safe. You'll see like a lot of police presence, and right there, right in the middle of Parque Cologne, you're gonna have like a lot of restaurant options if you're looking for food. And there's also a bunch of what you're looking for. You're definitely gonna find that in these places in Zona Colonial. And there's also a bunch of fun, vibrant bars in the area. A couple that I would recommend is Ono's bar. It's very vibrant. You'll have a middle-aged club goers, people between the ages, I would say between 23 to 35 years of age. It's nice, it's vibrant. They play a lot of bachata, merengue, reggaeton, dembow. You're gonna get that experience. They don't play a lot of North American music, but yeah, it's a really good place to enjoy. Also, another place I would recommend is Parada 77, which is along the same ways as Ono's. They're gonna play the bachata, the merengue, the dembow, the reggaeton. Again, they're not gonna play a lot of North American music. There's also a place right beside Parada 77. I don't know the name of it at the top of my head, but I'll definitely include it in the video. And yeah, these places, it's more of like a local vibe, and you're not gonna find let's just say like the non-pros. You're gonna find regular women in these places. So if that's what you're looking for, you're definitely gonna find that in these places in Zona Colonial. The second thing I recommend to do in Santo Domingo is Boca Chica. Now, Boca Chica is a beach. Unfortunately, there's no beaches in Santo Domingo, so you pretty much would have to go to different cities to get that beach experience. And Boca Chica is the beach that is in closest proximity to Santo Domingo. For me, originally, I didn't really like Boca Chica, but as time has gone on, and I've been to Santo Domingo 6 times, I actually like Boca Chica now. The busiest days are definitely Friday, Saturday, Sunday. That's when most people will head out there. Where like during the week, it's a little bit more calm, a little bit more chill. Yeah, and here, a lot of, and in this area, you're gonna have all the things that you come to expect to being in a Caribbean city. When you want to enjoy it, you're gonna have the restaurants. They're gonna have some vendors who are gonna offer the jet ski. So yeah, you could pretty much get a pretty good beach experience here. I would say on the east side of the beach is more of like a local side of the beach. So if you want like a more local atmosphere, you can go on that side of the beach. I would say that the water is not as of high quality over there. Like from my experience, it was a little bit more dirtier, a lot more seaweed. However, on the side of the beach where there's the beach clubs, that's where you're gonna find more foreigners, more extranjeros, the foreigners, and more of the tourists. And the beach is definitely a lot more cleaner on that side of the beach. And you're also gonna have the restaurants too there. One thing to keep a note: Boca Chica has a reputation of, vendors extorting people in regards to the prices. There's been stories where people have been charged like hundreds of dollars just for like a plate of like fish and like fries and like rice and whatnot. So anytime you're in an area like this, anytime you accept any type of service, confirm the price before you accept that service. And you're gonna have like a lot of vendors are gonna come up to you and they're gonna be offering a whole bunch of things, whether it's like souvenirs, accessories, massages. Again, if you do choose to accept any service, confirm the price before accepting it. And even for me, I go as far as getting it on video. Like anytime I'm negotiating a price with someone Dominican Republic or any third world countries, I always make sure to get it in camera, just in case in the future if there's any discrepancies, you have the evidence to prove the price that you agreed to. Another place that I'm going to highlight is Olympic Park, or Plaza One Barón. This place features an amusement park. Honestly, I had a lot of fun here. I brought a date here. Again, like you can find some like single women wandering about as well, but I would definitely say if you're coming here, bring a date with you. There's a lot of like rides, like a lot of like low key smaller rides and stuff like that. Each ride costs about like 200 pesos, so it was a nice, cool date idea. Me and my friend, we enjoyed each other. We enjoyed each other's company. I always like to have like a date setting where it's more interactive, it's intimate, and which is fun, where you can be competitive and talk a little smack, and again enjoy each other's companies. There's food options in this area. There's a lot of what we call comados in Dominican Republic, which is kind of like a convenience store, but where people go to like listen to music and drink beer and have drinks and stuff like that. So this was just another cool place. Definitely a place that I think that more travelers should visit. And again, it's a really great place to take someone out on a date. The next place I want to highlight is a free concert that happens every Sunday from 6 to 10 p.m. in Zona Colonial, which is called Grupo Bonye. Now, the Grupo Bonye is a merengue concert. It is performed by a famous merengue group in Dominican Republic, from the Dominican Republic, and it's a great vibe. I would say that this place, there's a lot of families, a lot of couples go there. I would recommend for you to bring a woman there. If you're going there solo as a guy, like there are a lot of beautiful women that you can find in the concert. But yeah, personally for me, I would bring a girl there, and a lot of beautiful women there. It's great vibes, great energy. It's definitely something unique, something like you would want to experience if you want like a real authentic Dominican experience. The next place I'm going to mention is Avenida Venezuela. Avenida Venezuela is located in Santo Domingo Este. This is a strip that has like a lot of bars, some clubs, lounges, restaurants, and it's a good place, and offers like a good vibe. There's two famous places especially that are located there. that a lot of people in the community love to visit, which is Paris Lounge. Paris Lounge is a nice lounge that a lot of locals go. They play, the dembo, the bachata, and the merengue. You're gonna see a lot of beautiful women in there, and it's just a lot of great vibes. The food is good, and the prices are very reasonable for a place of that standard. So yeah, it's a place you could go there, have a good time. Bring a date. You know, possibly. Well, there's a lot of. I've seen like a lot of single women go there too as well. So, you know, um, if you have the confidence, you could go up to a group of girls who are sitting at a table and riz them up, and get some beautiful women. So that's Paris Lounge. Again, Mr. Grilled's there is another famous spot, and there's a lot of other famous lounges and places in Avenida Venezuela. So it's just another option of an area strip that you can go to in Santo Domingo. Yeah, and one thing that Santo Domingo does offer, one reason why I love Dominican Republic, Santo Domingo, is the fact that it's a mega city, and within that mega city, you have a lot of amenities, and one of those things is the abundance of malls in Santo Domingo. In Santo Domingo, you're gonna find a bunch of malls. You're gonna have Blue Mall, which is like an upscale mall. You're having Agora Mall, which is like, a go where a bunch of people go to relax. You have people who are working as well, but you're gonna have a lot of people are going there to, just to pass time, right? And then you have some other malls in other areas like Sanville Mall, Mega Central Mall, Downtown Center. And there's just abundance of malls there where there's a lot of like food options. You can go shopping. Some of these malls, like Sanville malls, they'll have like entertainment in terms of like arcades and like games type of venues and places. And I'll tell you, like, the malls is some of the best places you're gonna find the most beautiful women. And even in the malls, obviously you're gonna have like super centers, like the grocery stores. You can get everything you need, like your liquor. You can buy clothes. You can do your grocery shopping, and it's crazy because of, you wouldn't think it, because at least here in Canada where I'm from, you don't really see a lot of good looking women in the grocery stores, but I tell you, if you go to Santo Domingo, especially if you go to like the evening time in any of those malls like Bravo or like a Jumbo, man, I'm telling you, you're gonna see a high concentration of beautiful women in those areas. So definitely the malls is something that you could do, go, enjoy, experience, and yeah, it's a great pastime in Santo Domingo. Avenida Espana is another strip you can go to. Avenida Espana is also located in Santo Domingo Este. There's a very famous, bar lounge club in Avenida Espana, which is Mixers. If you're heading to the area, that's where I would say you would want to pinpoint in terms of if you're going there as a starting point. And yeah, like, there's a bunch of bars, lounges, restaurants in this area too. Also, this is right on the Malecon, and on Sundays especially, in the evening to the night, this is where like all the locals, they hang out, they sit at the Malecon. They're doing their thing. They're drinking, enjoying themselves, listening to good music. So this is another like really good strip you could go to. You can go relax, enjoy, experience that real authentic Santo Domingo, Dominican Republic vibe as well. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. The purpose of this video is, personally for me, like, I like a more like local and chill vibes when I'm going to these cities, these countries. So I wanted to highlight these areas as options that you can attend while you're in Santo Domingo. Personally for me, I do believe Santo Domingo is relatively new as a tourist or a traveling spot for people who are looking for alternative cities to visit. Obviously, I believe that Punta Cana and Sosúa is definitely the main spots for people in the space to travel to and enjoy. And I felt like there's not as much content highlighting things to do in Santo Domingo, especially outside the tourist areas. So this video is more for that, just to give you guys alternative options, alternative things to do, um, things you could do to enjoy Santo Domingo and all it has to offer. So thanks for watching the video. um I would like to know your guys' spots. If you guys know any spots to attend while you're in Santo Domingo, please put it in the comment section. And yeah, if you guys ever need any help, any information, you can freely reach out to me. I'll include my Instagram and my email in the bottom, so you can definitely reach out to me freely. Thank you guys so much. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I hope you guys have a